Hey there, today I'm going to show you how to draw Adventure Mangle from FNAF World. So we're going to start with the eyes. Let's start with the curves along the bottom of both eyes. Starting on the left, go from the outside to the inside. And we want to leave a little gap here and draw a curve to the right. From here, let's draw the top parts of the eye. So from the left side, I'm going to draw an arch going around the inside of the eye on the left side. And then on the right, we'll do the same thing. So curving up and curving all the way around. Just trying to make sure that they're both roughly the same size. On the eye on the left, we're just going to draw a big dot. And everything around it is going to get colored in black, but we'll save that for later. On the right side, we're going to draw a big eyeball. So we're just going to stick this underneath this eye area. So I'm just going to draw the curve for the top of the eyeball. And right here, it's just going to kind of cut through on the corners, just like so. We can go ahead and color all that in black along the outside. From here, let's draw the iris and pupil. So in here, we're just going to draw a circle, starting at the top, going around to the bottom. We'll draw a highlight circle on the top right corner. So up here, we'll draw a circle. And in the center, we're going to draw the pupil. And this is going to get tucked in underneath that highlight. We'll color this in black. And then from the center of this circle, we're just going to angle down and to the left. Do the same thing on the right, just a diagonal line. We'll color the bottom area in black. Okay, from here, we're going to move down towards the nose. So right underneath the eyes, we're going to start with a curve. Starting from the left, going to the right. From each side, we're just going to do a diagonal line going across. Connect these 2 points with a curve. We'll go ahead and color that nose in black. Now from here, let's draw the muzzle area. So on either side, starting about halfway down the nose, we're going to curve out and then down. Do the same thing on the right side, so out and then down. Now these are going to come towards the middle, but there's this little lipstick mark in the center, so we're going to draw a big oval right underneath this nose area, just like so. And then from here we're going to bring this right into that lip, but not right to the bottom. It's going to sort of tuck in behind that upper lip. Like that. And then now we'll draw in some cheeks. So on either side, these get tucked in underneath that muzzle. So it's basically a circle. Starting up on the top here, curve around, and just tuck this in underneath. We'll do the same thing on the right side. So these big circles get tucked in underneath. Now we can draw the frame around the eyes. So we just want to outline each eye, come to a point on either side. So starting out here, I'm just going to simply outline each eye. Just like so. Let's go ahead and draw in some eyelashes. And there's 4 along each eye. So right about here on the left side, I'm just going to curl these eyelashes. I'm just going to curl in the same direction. And up here on the right side, we'll do the same thing. Just curving these along. Let's get into some teeth. So there's 2 short teeth in the center and then 2 longer fangs. So what we're going to do, start with one on the left. I'm just going to draw a little curve like that. It's sort of like a U shape. Like so. Let's close that off there. And then we're going to go right next to it and draw a slightly longer one on either side. From here, we'll just draw in maybe a couple more smaller teeth. Just put 2 more in there, like so. Let's get into the bottom jaw. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start from the outer part of this tooth over here and then make my way to this side here. So right under here, I'm just going to draw a curve. So all the way around to the right side. And we're going to draw a row of teeth along the bottom. So starting in the middle, I'll draw 1. Leave a little gap in between each tooth and just kind of work my way to the back. We just kind of want to make sure we get an even amount of teeth on either side. 1 more here, like so. If you want, you can draw a little tongue curve, but this is going to get tucked in underneath these teeth. So I'm going to imagine a curve that goes from tooth to tooth. Just going to curve this underneath this row of teeth, like so. And go ahead and color the upper area in black. Alright, so now that we've got that, let's draw in the bottom part of the lip. But again, down here we've got a little lipstick oval, so we're going to draw a little oval just like that. And up here, we're just going to curve out and tuck this in underneath that bottom lip. Just like so. Okay, now that we have that, let's go ahead and draw the curve for the top of the head. So right behind this cheek, or right beside it, we're going to curve up not too high above the eyes, and come down on the right side. So starting here, just going to curve up, curve around, then down, right beside the eye. Then from here, we're going to curve out sort of the tuft of fur on either side of the head, and then these get tucked in right beside that bottom lip. So from here, I'm just going to curve, a gradual curve right into that lip. Okay, so now from here, let's draw on the ears. So right on either side of the head, I'm going to have to draw the little joint that holds in the ear. So I'm just going to draw a little, sort of like a half circle on either side. And from here, the actual ear looks like almost like a leaf. So I'm just going to take this point, stretch out to where I think the tip of the ear will be, put a point right there. From here, I'm just going to curve into that point there, and starting straight and then curving around back into that point. Inside, we're going to just do a sort of like a squashed oval. So it's sort of a little bit more blunt at the top. It's kind of outlines like this, almost like an egg shape. Let's do the same thing on this side. So we're going to go out to the tip of the ear, draw a curve that goes around into that side, and then on the bottom we'll do the same thing like so, and again drawing sort of that egg shape inside this ear like that. Let's go ahead and draw some hairs up on top of the head. So from here I'm starting right in the middle, and curve to the right. I'm just going to taper out a line like that. Let's try that again on the left. So going out to the left, this point's going to come right into the head. We're going to tuck one more behind here, so we're just going to come up on this a little bit and curve out, and tuck this right into the head, and we'll do one right back here, so tucking in behind those hairs like so. Okay, so now that we have that, let's get into the bow tie area. So right here, I have the body sort of in an angle. There's a lot of little joints and armature that comes out, so I'm going to start with the bow tie. So start right here with a circle, and then from either side, I'm going to curve out, or actually angle out, 2 lines, kind of like an X. And you see that I'm sort of tilting this because I'm going to have the body sort of going this way. So from this end, I'm going to curve and connect those 2 points. And then we're going to come down on one side and go up. And this gets sort of tucked in underneath that circle. We're going to come up here and then angle in. We're going to do one more up here. And also sort of tuck in underneath that chin. And same thing on this side, like so. Okay, so now that we got the head and the bow tie, we'll get into the spine. So the spine is going to come down this way, but I'm going to put a little ball joint right up here that connects the second head to the body. So right about here, I'm going to draw sort of a joint, just like that. Now this is going to come down at an angle to the main box, the body. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by drawing a series of little rectangles like this. And I'm going to just follow a line down this way, leaving a gap in between. So I'm just going to draw 3 to start. I think there's 4. Actually, let's do 4. Just like so. And in between, I'm just going to step in a little bit and draw a line that goes up and either side. So it kind of looks like it's sort of inside, and these things are sort of the spines that stick out. From the top, it looks like this kind of extend out into the head. So what I'm going to do is draw 2 thin lines that go into that head. We've got more sort of bones that stick out this way. So we're going to go up, square off the top, and come back in. We're going to do this 3 times. Coming across, do one more here. Now before I go any further, I'm going to have to draw that box that's the base of the body here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to basically, since I've drawn that already, I'm going to draw a straight line across and finish this line off. So these 2 lines are going to come right into that box. Here, I'm just going to taper in 2 lines and go straight across to connect. Okay, so we got that established. Let's go back up to this area here. We're going to draw that second head first. So it's basically a set of teeth and 1 big eye on one side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave a gap here. I'm going to draw the bottom jaw in first. So line across, 2 lines up, line across that. We're going to draw that twice. So I'm going to move up a little bit here, draw another sort of elongated box like this. Let's draw the row of teeth along the top. So on the end here on the left, I'm just going to draw these U shapes. On the bottom, I'm going to do the opposite. Just going across like this, and if you want, you can color in the inside area between the teeth in black. From here, I'm going to draw 1 eye. So 1 big circle on one side. Along the top, we're going to draw the eyelid with a curve. And underneath, we're going to draw a circle. Over here I'm going to draw a little circle right inside, darken that in. Now up at the top, it's going to start on the side of the eye here and go up, and go across, and then we're going to come down. From here I'm going to curve right in to the teeth, just like that on either side. Looks like there's a circle here, black circle, and then on one side here, there's a stripe that comes down, and then another one that gets tucked in behind this eye, like so. Along the center, there's a series of like rivets. So I'm just going to draw a few little circles and color the inside area in black. Okay, so we got that. Let's connect this head to this joint. So I'm just going to do this simply with two lines that connect, just like so. Now with the rest of the armature, I'm going to keep this quite simple. I'm not going to get into too much detail on this, but you're more than welcome to add a lot more if you'd like. So here, in this joint, I'm going to go out to the elbow for one of the arms. So I'm going to start with a small circle. This I'm going to connect here with two straight lines in the center. Now this is going to come up to the arm, or the hand, but I'm going to draw the hand in before I get into the joint that connects it. So starting with the thumb area, I'm going to go out and curve down. From here, let's get into the fingers. So I'm going to draw one curve that goes up. Let's draw a second one, and then a third. And then this is eventually going to have to connect with this bottom part of the hand. So I'm just going to curve this right up and connect with the side of the finger there. Let's draw the little pads in for the fingers. So up here on the thumb, I'm just going to draw a little oval like so. And in each of the fingers, I'm going to go in and draw an oval. Now for the palm of the hand, I'm going to start at the top here and curve around, leaving a gap along the outside of the hand, connecting these with a slight curve that goes across. Now from here, I just want to draw a little joint with a little half curve along the bottom of the wrist, and then connect this with two lines, the same width as I have over here on this side. Okay, now let's get into the other hand. So I'm going to connect this one right to the body here. So I'm going to start this by drawing in a joint. So right here in the corner of the box, I'm going to draw sort of like a circle like that. This is going to go up into the elbow joint. So right here, I want to make sure it's roughly the same distance. I'm going to draw a circle here, and then connect these 2 points with two lines. Now I'm going to draw in the hand again before I draw in the forearm. So here, let's start with the thumb again. So starting here, curve around to the wrist. From this point, I'm going to draw in one finger. I'm sort of looking back and forth, making sure that the fingers and the hand are roughly the same size. And the pinky, and I'm just going to take this line and curve right into the base of the hand. Again, let's draw in the little pads for the hand here. And if you want, you can always draw the little paddle ball if you'd like, but I'm not going to draw that for this lesson here today. We'll draw the pad of the hand, draw the wrist joint, and then connect that right into that elbow. Okay, from here, let's get into the legs. So here on this side, I'm going to draw a leg coming out. So let's start with the knee joint. So this is going to be a bar that comes across to the knee. So I'm going to start with the knee joint first. This, I'm going to go into the body with two straight lines. And I know that there's little boxes and little ball spheres that go across here, but I'm going to leave that up for now. Along here, I'm going to draw a rectangle. Just along the top, just underneath that circle. I'm going to draw one more of identical size below it. And then I'm going to draw two lines coming down to connect, and two lines coming down at the bottom. I'm going to round out the bottom, connect those two lines. Now we're going to have to draw the foot in slight perspective here. So I'm going to start with the back of the heel first. Starting up here, I'm going to angle a line down. From here, I'm just going to go in front of that joint there, and then angle back, just like I did on the back here. And I'm going to bring this line all the way back behind that bar. From here, I'm going to take this line in the back, just pull it straight down. I'm going to pull a line straight down the front of equal length, and I'm going to connect this with an angled line like that. So it kind of looks like a box. Now from here, I just want to give it a little bit of shape. I'm going to pull this line in, going in an angle this way, just in line with this one here. Pull this line straight down, and now I'm going to trace around the inside. So it kind of looks like it's got an edge to it. Now from here, let's draw the toes. From here in this corner, I'm going to draw an angled line like this. I'm going to come up slightly and then angle this right into that corner there. Now all I have to do is angle these lines across the toes, This one's going to go right into that corner, and this line's just going to connect here. And I just want to split this whole thing in half by going across and straight down. So there's a very simple foot there. We're going to do this one more time on this side afterwards, but let's get into the front, so the paw, I guess. There's one with a toe, with 3 toes along it. So from here, I want this leg to come down this way. So I'm going to put a joint right here. Another joint like that. I'm going to draw a joint on this side, beside this box, like so. I'm going to connect these two with 2 lines that go across. There's a bar that comes down here, and this one's quite thick. So I'm going to draw 2 lines that come down. And then I'm going to connect these with a curve, just like I did over here on this side. Let's draw the toes. So there's 3 toes across. So I'm going to give a little bit of space and just draw a curve like this, and then curve to connect them along the bottom. Now we're going to do the second toe here. I'm going to curve, pull that down. So you can see that I've done a slight overlap here, and then I'm going to curve this right into that toe. Over here, I'm going to do another overlap, come down, and connect just like that. From these 2 toes, so the top of these toes, I'm going to create a curve that connects but behind this bar. So right up here, I'm going to curve behind that bar and continue on the opposite side like so. Okay, let's take that leg here and draw one more on the opposite side here. So this one's going to come out from that same joint to the knee. So let's draw another joint like that. Connect it with a bar that goes across. Now this one's going to sort of get tucked in behind this joint here. And then we're going to do the same thing. So we're going to start with that rectangle just below that knee joint. Draw another one below it. Now we're going to draw the bars. So 2 bars coming down, 2 bars coming down, and then rounded along the bottom. Now let's draw that perspective box foot on this side in the opposite direction. So we're going to start with the heel first. So everything sort of goes in an angle this way. So the back of the heel, and then the front way will come this way. So coming across like this. From here, I'm just going to come across, and I'm going to join it. So you can see that these 2 lines here are in equal angles, and these 2 lines are in equal angles. From here, let's draw the back of the heel, pulling that down. And pull this one down as well. I'm going to pull this in behind this foot here. Now we're going to outline like we did, just to give this some thickness. All the way across and pull that down. Let's draw the toes. So from here, I'm going to pull this down, go up very slightly, and then we're going to connect these 2 points like this. Now we're going to go up in an angle on top and bottom, close that off, and then connect that line. We'll go ahead and split that toe just like that. Okay, and then in the final stages, we're going to take this point here, we're going to go into this little armature that sticks out here. So there's a line that comes out this way. So in line with this spine, we're going to come down 2 lines like this. We're going to cap it off with a rectangle, and then we're going to do another joint, just like so. From here, it's going to come up into another joint, so I'll draw another sphere here. Draw 2 lines going into that, and then we're going to draw a rectangle in an angle, so this is going to come down this way. Draw another one right beside it. Draw 2 lines for a joint, 2 more lines here, and then cap it off with a sphere, like that. And then we'll finish off the ribs on this side. So this one's going to come out this way. There'll be one coming out here, and this one probably will get tucked in behind. We won't see much of that behind. But that's pretty much it. There we have it. There's Adventure Mangle from FNAF World. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. Please give us a like, share this with your friends, and make sure you check out our FNAF playlist. I have a ton of characters in there. I'll be adding more. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again.